Weston here with Factory Reviews. Today we're going to go over the Weatherby 307 and 7 PRC. I look and see if the factory stuff is actually able to go what they advertise. So stick around. We'll find out if the 7 PRC is all the hype or if it failed, and if my hand loads can even shoot. So see you out there in the field. See the Weatherby 307 and the terrain package XP and 7 PRC. We've got a SIG Whiskey 4 scope on here. It's got a 22-inch barrel with a 2-inch muzzle brake, so overall length is 24 inches. Very compact, pretty lightweight setup. Kind of a Magnum sporter barrel. Remington 700 clone action. Pretty smooth, fluted bolt. Nice gun overall for $1,000 bucks. So I guess what we're going to show you is I've got some factory loaded ammunition, the 180 ELDMs. We'll show you the velocity on those and the group size. And then I've got some reloads with the 175 ELDXs with the Rotumbo, Winchester Stayball HD, and H1000. So stand by and we'll get you some numbers here in a minute. Okay, we've got a 28.45 minimum. That was my last shot. An average of 28.72, max 28.86, and a minimum of 28.45. That was with H1000 and 175 ELDXs. We're gonna wait for this barrel to cool down. Just to go over the gun a little bit. The action feels really good, really tight, really smooth. It's got an M16 style extractor, big ejection port. I have noticed that if you try to run this really hard, flip it back, they barely shoot out. So you kind of need to run it a little bit more delicate, which that could be cause for concern. You're out hunting and you gotta shoot something that's running away. You're gonna be running that bolt really hard. There could be a possibility where that shell could come back into the action itself. Magazines, I bought the plastic magazine just to reduce on the annoying clanking noise of the metal magazine that it comes with. I did have to pull the spring out of the plastic magazine and stretch it, make it a little bit tighter, or the tips of the bullets do settle into the magazine when you're trying to cycle. But after pulling that spring out and adjusting it, they run and feed just fine. Next thing, I've been a really big component of carbon barrels. That's what I've done on all my custom builds, and I pretty much just got this gun to try out this action. I'm wanting to build one off of their action, and the action itself is $750, and the whole rifle is on sale. You can get them for $1,050. So I figured you can't buy an action bottom metal and trigger for that much, so why not just get the rifle and then pull the barrel off. But that being said, I haven't run a steel barrel in quite some time, and this one seems to be very, very accurate with hand loads anyway. The factory loads are about 1.5 inches, 1 3/4. It cools down pretty good because of the flutes and being thin profiled. Keeping the bowl open seems to help push the air flow through. Very minimal recoil. I'm a heavy 30 cal guy. I like my 300 PRCs, 300 wins, 300 rums. That's kind of all I've really shot my whole life. So to go to a smaller 7, then I'm not getting very good speeds. I'm very impressed by this 22-inch barrel. the factory loads are going about 2,700 out of this one. My factory loads are going about 2,800 or 2,880, 2,900. Pretty damn close. So not too bad. Pretty excited about it. The Weatherby stock. This is just a plastic form of their Peak 44 carbon stock. It tracks really well. I pulled out the rear sling swivel stud just to let it track a little bit more on recoil. Really flat fore end here. It sits really well on bags if you shoot off bags. I like to do all my load testing off of just like how I'm going to be hunting. So off of a backpack on your rear rest and a bipod in front. We've got the Gunworks Elevate bipod. Freaking awesome. Love that thing. I took the rail off the top. I hate having my cheek up way too high. This does have a cheek rest, but eventually I'm going to pull all that stuff off. So, and like I said, put a new scope on it. It just takes a regular Warren Savage style bases on top with 840 screws. Got a side bolt release on the top. Works really good. If I can run it with one hand, that just fine. But locks up really nice and tight. Very pleased with this $1,000 rifle. Really, been very good. It's already, mine was bedded, just a recoil lug from the factory. Pulled that off. Checked the screws. The screws were loose from the factory. So if you decide to get one, you might want to torque those back up. And yeah, let's go back and do some more shooting. Okay, that last group was with Rotumbo. I'll have to go back and go look at my charge weights. But as you can see, we're at 29.58 for a low. Average is 29.54. Max is 29.60. I'm not sure what happened down there, but I believe I pulled one shot. The other two are touching. But anyway, like I said, this stuff is reloads, so you're gonna have to reload to get this performance. But the 29.50 out of a 22-inch barrel is damn close to what they're advertising out of a 24-inch barrel. So just the right powder combination, I guess. Hornady has all their stuff. This is a box of match right here. They advertise this 180 going 29.75. So we're not that far off, especially on the 22-inch barrel. I'd say this is a win. It's definitely there. It's not there in the factory ammo though. Definitely not what they advertised. Yeah, very pleased. We'll show you the group sizes here in just a little bit. Stand by. That's a load right there. That's what we're gonna do. 29.57, 175 with Rotumbo. I think I've got 3 bullet holes all in the same hole, so that'll be good. That'll be good. This one here is Stay Ball HD. It looks about like an inch group. Don't have anything to measure it, but we'll get home and measure it. Got 1, 2, and 3 here. I think this average was about 28.64 or something like that. This one over here is H1000. Another inch group or so. Again, these two are damn near the same. So you're 28.80, something like that, 28.60. This one right up here, I know I pulled this shot, I could feel it as soon as it broke. So disregard this. and we've got a half inch to 3/4, somewhere around there, probably about half-inch group. That's with Rotumbo. That was 29.54, I believe, on the average of that one. I didn't look at the extreme spreads or nothing like that, but they were all really, I think they had a 29.60, 29.61, and 29.51 in there. So average came out to 29.50-ish. I believe that's going to be our load this year for hunting. Really pleased with that. That's some elk killing medicine. So yeah, thanks for watching. We'll give you some more reviews later through the year. Thanks.